Hi there. It's been a little bit, to say the least. And we got a little bit to talk about here. You guys know how I do this shit. I don't have anything planned or any nonsense like that. So we just want to talk off the cuff here. So what the hell happened? Well, I feel like I really just kind of needed a bit of a break, and um, my now wife. At the time, you guys probably just knew her as my fiance, Mira. Um, she was deciding to go back to school for a few months, just a trade school, nearby that she wanted to go to. Taught her to do like nails and stuff like that. And I knew that, with just my streaming, I didn't want her to have to try to work and go to school, even though that's what she tried to do. I was like, no, I'm not gonna. No, that ain't happening. And I knew that I wouldn't really be able to help out very much with streaming. So I decided to end the just bounce. Um, I know I didn't really say nothing. And I kind of am glad that that I didn't. And I just was kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna be gone for a little bit. And like it made it a little bit easier, and it's nice to just kind of chill and not really worry about trying to be uber successful and be in the spotlight every fucking day. You know what I mean? It was nice to just kind of live, my life for a little bit. And while it has been nice the past few months, streaming was such a big part of my life, and I wanted to continue being that. I love you guys, and I love doing this, and I really think that this is, my passion in life is, entertaining people, making them laugh, annoying the fuck out of them, and then just, enjoying having a space for people to come and get away from everything else, because that's what, streaming was for me when I was watching. And even is still to this day, sometimes whenever I'm having a bad day, I still will just go on a YouTube video or pull up a live stream or something and just kind of drift for a little bit. Life doesn't get easier. And I really liked the community that we had built up and all that stuff. And Mira and I both want me to continue to have this be a part of our lives. And for 5 years, you guys were pretty much a huge part of my life, and now that she's a part of my life, well, you guys are a part of hers too. And that'll kind of segue into something here in a little bit, but basically what I'm just saying is I'm coming back. I've been trying to think about what I want to do when I'm coming back, like when I come back, and really the only thing that I know for sure that I want to do is I want to stream Pokemon Unite, the new MOBA that just came out on Nintendo Switch. It's like a Pokemon themed, like, it's very bare bones compared to typical MOBAs that like League of Legends, like Dota and Smite, stuff like that. It's very simple in comparison, but it's so fucking fun. It has a surprising layer of depth to it, but on I feel like the skill ceiling is not nearly as high as it is in other games, but there is certainly some game knowledge and things like that, and I really like it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I play it basically all the time when not basically all the time, but I'll always play a few games every single day, in between, going to work, which is really what happened. I guess I kind of skipped over that point. I didn't want to make Mira work and go to school, so I made the decision to be like, hey, I'm gonna go get a job for a few months, and, kind of take over everything so that you can do this, and that way we can both kind of have our passions in life be something that we're both pursuing. And while hers is a lot more practical than mine, um, she's always been supportive of this, and as long as I was doing it. And I feel like that break is really going to help me get back into it. And something else that's going to help me get back into it, and I'll probably make a short little like Twitter video or something on my phone to kind of show off the thing here. But we have moved out of our old apartment due to some circumstances that it's not really necessary to get into on stream. But we moved out of that place. We're in a new place now. Unfortunately, you're probably going to hear pterodactyls screeching in the background because we're in a proper apartment complex now. But it is what it is. So we moved out here, and it's got it's a nice, really huge. It's got 3 bedrooms. One of which is my office, which is this room that you're seeing me now that I'm talking in. I've got a proper setup now. It's still janky and just furniture that I've assembled, but I got a little thing for all the games, like all my consoles to sit in properly. Mira bought me a ring light so I can have proper lighting, more or less, which will be nice. It kind of sucks. None of the rooms here have overhead lighting, which is dumb, but I feel like I'll be able to make it work properly. And there's this big ass window right here next to me, so and the walls are a little bare bones right now, which is why I'm not gonna show you everything, but I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff up on the walls. I'll have my little Lucario Perler thing up in the background, some of my posters and stuff up, and it'll feel a lot more. It'll feel a lot more serious and a lot less serious at the same time. I really feel like I'm doing something that I love again, and it's just the room where I can just do the things that make me me. And I won't have to really feel like I'm trying to escape from it anymore, because obviously, like I said earlier, life doesn't get any easier, and while I still have my moments where I am, it's still ups and downs, obviously, I do feel a lot better about myself and being who I am, and Mira has really helped me out with that a lot too, and even other people in my life have kind of helped me realize that it's okay to own up to shit and to grow as a person and things like that. So, but anyway, that's not the purpose of the video, to be super introspective and shit. I have thought about that too, though, having some kind of thing where we sit down as a group or something and tackle serious conversation topics. I think that could be kind of cool, because I feel like my community has always never been afraid to shy away from things like that. But I don't really know. That doesn't really seem like something that should be done nowadays. Maybe a few years ago, but whatever. It doesn't matter. So again, with the office, I kind of do whatever. I can hole up in my room and focus on things again. So with that being said, I'm not going to rule out the returning to Sly Speedrunning. However, I do think that if I do, it'll probably be like when I started out, and I'm just gonna completely disregard 2, 3, and 4, just because I don't know, I don't enjoy them as much in terms of speedrunning, even though they have gotten drastically better over the years since I started speedrunning as a whole. They just don't have the same speedrunning luster for me, I guess. That doesn't mean that they're bad. And, go ahead and quote me on this. All right, 5 years later, I'm a lot wiser and older now. All right, I'm more humbled. They're actually pretty fucking solid games. Even 3, in all its flaws, it does have some pretty great moments, especially speedrunning. So, yeah, go ahead and quote that. Cut that little section out, put it on Twitter and Reddit. Does Reddit even exist anymore? I don't even know if Reddit's still anymore. I've been so disconnected from the majority of the internet for 4 months now that it's kind of is weird coming back. Even this, I really don't even know what I'm doing. I feel like I feel weird again, like I'm talking to myself and not talking to people. So that's going to be kind of difficult to get back into, especially hearing tires squealing outside. Well, that's where I live now. And I don't have all my stuff set up properly yet. This is kind of just like I threw on the webcam for the first time finally. I hadn't even plugged it in, hadn't even pulled it out of the box yet until today. Because today, I knew that I could, officially come back to this, and I knew that I could make another little announcement here. It's pretty far from little, but it is really little at the same time. If you get what I mean there. So like I mentioned, we have 3 bedrooms, and obviously one is for Mira and I, and one is for my office. So then, what in the hell would be the purpose of a third one? Well, I can officially confirm to you today that we love the cats so much that we decided to not give them their own room. We were going to, but we kind of had something else come into our lives. And if you could put the pieces together, your boy is having a boy. Today we finally found out everything that we needed to know to confirm that little dude was gonna be a thing, and yeah, a lot has changed, but at the same time, nothing has. We're still the same people. We still fuck with each other just as much as we used to. I still get just as bad playing video games. I'm sure she could attest to that if she was in here right now. And hopefully when little man enters this world, little Zen child, whatever the hell you want to call him, hopefully things, they'll just stay the same, because that's kind of how I feel like we are. For the most part, any big change that's kind of come at us in the moment, it's been extremely stressful and horrible. We've struggled through some things every now and then, but we've always kind of come out on top of it, and this is something that's a very positive thing. And we have our own ideas and plans and such like that I feel like it's going to set us up to continue being the people that we want to be, and not lose ourselves along the way. Because I don't think that we've lost ourselves yet, and I don't really see us losing ourselves in the future either. I just think it's going to be, another crazy milestone. I didn't expect in, a little over a year to go from where I was at to married and an expectant father. Gotta say that was not in my plan. My notebook didn't have that portion filled out yet, and then it just kind of all happened at once. So, but yeah, that's a thing. I'm sure that at some point, when the child is here, they will make an appearance on the Streamstrom, but I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna handle that yet, because I don't know. I feel like it's not gonna really affect the kid too much, especially early on, because he's just gonna be a baby. All he's gonna do is come on here and throw up on me, which you guys know how I feel about children. But I'm excited. Don't tell Mira though, even though she already knows. And obviously the cats will be on here. I don't even know if you guys ever got to meet the second cat, but we have a second cat now. I think I might have stopped streaming before the second one came to our home, so yeah, you guys might be meeting the second cat too. First cat's still a little dickhead, but it is what it is. I wouldn't change him for the world. So yeah, that's the updates, all that stuff. So little recap here, just so I can have an excuse to end the video properly, because I'm terrible at that. Um, I left because I just needed to get away from being in the public eye, really. Um, Mira was going to school. She has since graduated and is, dope and stuff. And, is going to eventually be able to, those nails and shit. So if you're ever in the area, you want to support your boy's wife. Just saying, you don't have to. But, hit us up. I had a job. Another big reason why I wasn't around at all, because I was doing that. We got married, obviously, but you guys seen those posts. We posted some pictures talking about that, and we're all cute and all that nonsense. Um, New home, got my own office. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna be coming back, streaming. Gonna be playing some new games, probably some old games. Some old games that are gonna get remade. You know what I mean? Gonna be a great time. We're gonna have fun with it, and we're gonna see where it goes. I guess one last thing to add into this before I end off the video. Oh, and obviously the biggest thing, I'm having a child. Jesus Christ. I told you I'm bad at this. I guess the last thing that will be, I guess, worthy of announcing into this is when I do come back, I will also be throwing up some stuff finally on. I believe I'm gonna go through Streamlabs's little store, but I had Sugars in my community. If you know my mod to the tank, it's his sister. She's done a lot of the emotes that have been really loved and well received by you guys. I actually reached out to her over the time that I was off doing my own thing, and asked her to come up with a new kind of super sweet design. And I love it. She loves it. I don't think I've actually shown it to anyone else in the community. I might have shown Ted, but I think that's it. But it's a pretty sweet design, and we're gonna throw that up on some stuff. And if you guys want, finally, after however many years now, 5 obviously, after all these years, if you guys want to rock some Zen swag, out to your Walmarts or your fucking school functions, or where it makes more sense coming to a GDQ or going to ESA or something, you'll have it. It'll be a thing. And of course, with what I've been saying this whole time, with Mira really wanting me to be able to do this and have my passion be the thing that I focus on, this will be what I'm doing again. Just this. And I'm gonna really focus on it again. I don't know if I'll be able to capture what I used to have the first, year or two that I did this, in terms of my own engagement with it. I'm not entirely sure if I will be able to, but I don't know if I want to try to recapture anything or be something that, I used to be. I think I want to just come back and just do it as the new me, the obnoxious should not be father self that I am. And it's gonna be fucking great. So be on the lookout, guys. I'm not entirely sure as of right now when things will be resuming again, but just be on the lookout. You guys know my socials, and if you don't know the socials, and this is the first time you're seeing any of this stuff, it'll be down below, obviously. And know my username, so you can probably find me in different places. And yeah, other than that, good to be back. Peace out, guys.